Hello, friends. If you're curious about the movie The Fix, which was released on March 15th, 2024, you're in the perfect place. Don't forget to give this video a quick like. It really helps us out. And if you're new here, hit subscribe to stay updated on all the latest movie deep dives. Let's jump right in. Released earlier this year, The Fix has quickly become a standout in 2024's lineup, captivating audiences with its gripping story and unforgettable performances. Directed by Lila Morgan, the film merges drama, mystery, and psychological thriller into a narrative that keeps you on the edge of your seat. With a cast led by Evan Blake, Sophia Mendez, and Jordan Lee, every character feels like a crucial puzzle piece in this tale of secrets, choices, and redemption. From its very first teaser, with the provocative tagline, "Can one mistake fix everything?" The Fix hinted at a journey that would challenge the audience's perspective on morality and the consequences of our actions. The story is set in Ravensport, a sprawling city that reflects the chaos of its protagonist's inner turmoil. It's vibrant on the surface, but riddled with hidden corruption, a perfect mirror for the journey we're about to experience. The film introduces Elliot Harper, a disgraced journalist struggling to rebuild his life after a catastrophic mistake destroyed his career and reputation. Isolated and haunted by his past, Elliot's mundane existence is disrupted by a mysterious message from someone tied to a forgotten case. "Meet me at the Phoenix. Midnight. I know what really happened." Drawn by the possibility of redemption, he finds himself at an underground jazz club, where the intrigue begins to unfold. The story pulls us into Elliot's investigation, which quickly escalates into something far more complex than he ever imagined. As he reconnects with Marianne, a former source, he learns about a sinister cover-up involving Ravenport Innovations, the massive tech empire run by the elusive and formidable Veracane. While Marianne's revelations set the stage for Elliot's pursuit of the truth, her own motives remain unclear, adding an extra layer of suspense to their interactions. Elliot's search for answers is a whirlwind of tension and discovery. Whether it's breaking into a warehouse at the edge of the city or piecing together fragmented clues, every step he takes feels like it's leading to something bigger and more dangerous. Interspersed with flashbacks, the film offers glimpses of the moment that ruined Elliot's career, an investigative piece that unintentionally exposed a whistleblower, leading to tragic consequences. This guilt drives his obsession, giving his quest a deeply emotional undertone. The deeper Elliot digs, the more dangerous his journey becomes. He soon finds himself entangled with Detective Samuel Crowe, a character whose allegiance is as ambiguous as the city's murky underworld. Crowe, torn between his own ideals and loyalty to the system, provides a fascinating counterpoint to Elliot's relentless pursuit of the truth. Their uneasy alliance hints at both mutual dependence and eventual betrayal, keeping viewers guessing at every turn. Meanwhile, Veracane emerges as one of the film's most intriguing characters. Her polished public image and philanthropic persona hide a much darker truth. Through carefully crafted scenes, the audience catches glimpses of her ruthless nature, whether through sharp dialogue or moments of calculated manipulation. A standout sequence at a lavish charity gala showcases Vera's power and Elliot's audacity as he risks everything to uncover her secrets. As the story unfolds, the twists and turns become increasingly jaw-dropping. Just as Elliot begins to connect the dots, the film delivers a shocking betrayal from someone close to him, leaving both Elliot and the audience reeling. The emotional weight of this revelation not only raises the stakes, but also adds a layer of vulnerability to Elliot's character, making his journey all the more compelling. By the time the narrative builds toward its climax, the tension is almost unbearable. Every revelation, every decision feels like it could make or break Elliot's mission. The line between right and wrong blurs, leaving viewers questioning not only the characters' motives, but their own assumptions about justice and redemption. The film's atmospheric cinematography and haunting score enhance every scene, drawing the audience into Elliot's chaotic world. Dimly lit alleys, crowded cityscapes, and moments of eerie silence create an immersive experience, while the music amplifies the emotional highs and lows of his journey. The Fix masterfully balances suspense, emotion, and moral complexity, delivering a story that lingers long after the credits roll. Its intricate narrative, coupled with powerful performances, ensures that every scene feels purposeful and impactful. Just as the tagline promised, this is a movie that will leave you wondering, can one mistake truly fix everything? Stay with us as we dive even deeper into this thrilling story, starting with the events that set the stage for Elliot's life-changing quest. Elliot Harper's life is a shadow of what it used to be, each day blending into the next. Once a celebrated investigative journalist, he now spends his nights nursing cheap whiskey in a dimly lit apartment, haunted by the memory of a decision that cost him his career and his peace of mind. His downfall wasn't just a mistake. It was a public spectacle, a scandal that left him ostracized in a world he once ruled. But the monotony of his self-imposed exile is shattered one evening when he receives an anonymous envelope slipped under his door. Inside is a handwritten note with an address, a time, midnight, and a cryptic promise. I know what really happened. Elliot's instincts, dulled by years of regret, spark to life. The address leads him to the Phoenix, a jazz club buried in Ravensport's forgotten alleys. The club is alive with a haze of smoke and the mournful sound of a saxophone, its clientele a mix of misfits, dreamers, and those looking to disappear. At the bar, Elliot finds Mary Ann, a name from his past and a source he thought he'd never see again. Her presence pulls him back to a case he abandoned years ago, a story he thought had no loose ends. Mary Ann wastes no time with pleasantries. She speaks in hurried whispers, her gaze darting around the room. The story she begins to tell is one of corruption at the highest levels, implicating Ravenport Innovations, the city's most powerful tech corporation. Mary Ann insists that the scandal goes deeper than anyone imagined, hinting at a trail of cover-ups, destroyed evidence, and lives ruined to protect the company's image. But what grips Elliot is her insistence that his infamous story, the one that ruined him, was based on manipulated evidence. The revelation ignites something in Elliot, a dangerous mix of anger, curiosity, and the faintest flicker of hope. Could the truth behind this story redeem him? He agrees to meet Mary Ann the next night for more details, but as he leaves the club, unease lingers. Years of journalism taught him to trust his gut, and it's screaming that Mary Ann is withholding something. The next day, Elliot dives into his old files, hunting for clues he might have missed. Dusty folders and faded printouts clutter his desk as he pieces together the fragments of a puzzle he abandoned long ago. One name keeps surfacing: Vera Kane, the enigmatic CEO of Ravensport Innovations. Known for her charisma and philanthropy, Vera is untouchable, a woman who controls the city from behind a polished facade. If Mary Ann's claims are true, she's also a master manipulator with secrets to bury. Elliot's investigation takes him to the outskirts of Ravensport, to a derelict warehouse he once dismissed as irrelevant. This time, he finds it guarded and locked tight. Undeterred, he stakes it out, watching workers come and go with crates marked only by cryptic symbols. He photographs the activity, his journalist instincts kicking in with every shutter click. That night, Elliot meets Mary Ann again, but something is different. She's nervous, checking her phone constantly, her words clipped and urgent. She hands him a USB drive, claiming it contains proof of Ravenport Innovations' involvement in illegal data mining and surveillance. Before Elliot can ask more, she slips into the crowd, vanishing as quickly as she appeared. The USB drive is a trove of encrypted files, financial records, emails, and schematics. As Elliot sifts through the information, the scale of the conspiracy begins to unfold. But the more he learns, the more questions arise. One document hints at a secret project named Helix, but its purpose remains unclear. Another email references payments to someone identified only as SC, a potential key player whose identity Elliot is desperate to uncover. Elliot's progress isn't without setbacks. He discovers he's being followed, his apartment ransacked while he's out. Whoever is behind this wants him silenced, but Elliot is no stranger to intimidation. Instead of retreating, he uses the pressure to fuel his determination. He turns to an old contact, Detective Samuel Crow, a cop with a reputation for straddling the line between integrity and pragmatism. Their meeting is tense, with Crow skeptical of Elliot's claims and motives. But when Elliot shares some of the evidence, Crow reluctantly agrees to help, though not without warning him of the dangers. "You're poking the beast, Harper," he says. Don't expect it not to bite. Elliot's next move is bold. An invitation to a high-profile charity gala hosted by Vera Kane herself. With Crow's help, he secures an invitation under a false identity, hoping to confront Vera or at least gather intel from her inner circle. The gala is a dazzling display of wealth and power, its attendees oblivious to the shadows lurking beneath the surface. Elliot navigates the crowd, slipping into restricted areas in search of anything that might expose Vera. He stumbles upon a private study filled with blueprints and dossiers, but before he can examine them closely, he's caught by one of Vera's security guards. Thinking quickly, he feigns drunkenness, narrowly avoiding a confrontation that could have ended disastrously. Back in the main hall, Elliot catches a glimpse of Vera. Her confidence is magnetic, her smile hiding the sharpness of a blade. Their eyes meet briefly, and in that moment, Elliot feels both exhilarated and exposed. It's clear she knows more than she lets on, and her cool demeanor suggests she's already 2 steps ahead. As the night unfolds, Elliot overhears snippets of conversation, suggesting that Marianne might not be as trustworthy as she seemed. There's talk of her connections to both Ravensport Innovations and rival factions within the city's power structure. Doubt creeps in, but Elliot pushes it aside. He's too far in to turn back now. By the time he leaves the gala, Elliot's mind is racing. He has evidence, allies, and leads, but he's also walking a tightrope. Every step forward feels like it could collapse under him, plunging him deeper into danger. Yet, amidst the uncertainty, one thing is clear. The truth he's chasing isn't just about redemption, it's about survival. Elliot Harper's journey takes a sharp, perilous turn as the walls around him begin to close in. The evidence he's gathered feels monumental, but it's incomplete. A maddening puzzle where too many pieces are missing. The USB drive Marianne gave him hints at secrets that could dismantle Ravenport Innovations. Yet the threads remain tangled. And now, there's a new complication. Marianne has vanished without a trace. Elliot tries reaching out to her, calling the number she gave him, but the line is disconnected. A sense of dread builds in him, an icy knot in his chest. Desperate for answers, he reaches out to Detective Crow again, only to discover that Crow has been pulled off duty under suspicious circumstances. It's clear that someone powerful is working to silence anyone connected to Elliot's investigation. Determined not to let the momentum slip away, Elliot decides to confront Vera Kane directly. He sends her an encrypted message, attaching a fragment of the files he's uncovered. His challenge is simple but bold. I know about Helix. Let's talk. It's a gamble, one that could either lure her into a trap or endanger him further. Surprisingly, Vera responds almost immediately, inviting Elliot to her private estate on the outskirts of Ravenport. The invitation is both a warning and a dare, and Elliot knows he's walking into a lion's den. He prepares meticulously, leaving copies of the evidence with a trusted friend and arming himself with a discreet recording device. Vera's estate is as imposing as she is sleek, modern, and surrounded by high-tech security. Elliot is greeted by her staff and led into a lavish sitting room where Vera awaits. She is calm, composed, and disturbingly friendly, as if this were nothing more than a casual chat. Their conversation is a tense dance of words and intentions. Vera doesn't deny the existence of Helix. In fact, she seems amused by Elliot's audacity. She frames the project as a necessary evolution in technology, something that will revolutionize the world. But her polished rhetoric can't hide the darker truths Elliot has uncovered. Helix isn't just about innovation. It's about control, surveillance, and the exploitation of private data. Elliot presses her, his questions sharper and more direct. Vera's demeanor shifts subtly, her patience thinning. She warns him, almost casually, about the consequences of digging too deep. But instead of being intimidated, Elliot grows bolder, revealing the extent of his knowledge and hinting at the allies he's enlisted. For the first time, Vera's mask cracks. The encounter ends abruptly, with Vera issuing a veiled threat. "You're playing a dangerous game, Mr. Harper. Be sure you're prepared for the end." Elliot leaves the estate, his nerves frayed but his resolve stronger than ever. He knows now that he's struck a nerve, and that Vera Kane is far more dangerous than he imagined. Back in the city, Elliot's world begins to unravel. His apartment is firebombed while he's away, the message unmistakable. He narrowly avoids a staged car accident and realizes he's being followed everywhere he goes. Yet, amidst the chaos, he discovers a crucial lead, the identity of SC. Through painstaking research, Elliot uncovers that SC refers to Simon Calloway, a former Ravensport Innovations engineer who disappeared under mysterious circumstances. Tracking Simon down is no easy feat, but Elliot eventually finds him hiding in a rundown motel on the edge of town. Simon is a broken man, paranoid and distrustful, but Elliot's persistence pays off. Simon reveals the horrifying truth about Helix. It's a program designed to manipulate public perception through targeted propaganda, leveraging personal data to control entire populations. The implications are staggering, and Elliot knows he has enough evidence to expose Ravensport Innovations. But the victory is short-lived. The next morning, Simon is found dead in his motel room, an apparent suicide. Elliot knows better. This was no accident. He feels the weight of the loss and the guilt of involving Simon, but he pushes forward, fueled by a renewed sense of purpose. The climax begins to build as Elliot prepares to go public with his findings. He contacts a trusted former colleague at a major news outlet, arranging for the files to be published. But before he can deliver the evidence, Marianne reappears, seemingly out of nowhere. Her return is a shock, and her explanation is riddled with half-truths and evasions. She claims she's been in hiding, pursued by the same forces that have been after Elliot. But Elliot senses there's more to her story, a deeper betrayal waiting to surface. His suspicions are confirmed when he discovers that Marianne has been working as a double agent, feeding information to both Elliot and Vera Kane. The revelation is devastating, but Elliot uses it to his advantage. He turns the tables on Marianne, convincing her that the only way to save herself is to fully cooperate with his plan. Together, they stage a daring operation to infiltrate Ravensport Innovations and retrieve the final piece of evidence, a physical prototype of the Helix device. The operation is a nail-biting sequence of close calls and tense confrontations. Elliot and Marianne manage to break into the company's secure facility, evading guards and bypassing cutting-edge security systems. They find the prototype and the last batch of incriminating documents, but their escape is anything but smooth. As alarms blare and security closes in, Marianne sacrifices herself to buy Elliot time. It's a moment of redemption for her, a small act to atone for her betrayal. Elliot escapes barely and takes refuge in an underground safe house provided by Detective Crow, who has resurfaced with renewed determination to help. The resolution is both explosive and bittersweet. Elliot's evidence goes public in a massive exposé that rocks Ravensport to its core. The company's stock plummets, its executives face criminal investigations, and Vera Kane disappears, her empire crumbling around her. But for Elliot, the victory is not without cost. He's hailed as a hero by some and vilified by others, his past mistakes still shadowing his present triumphs. He finds a quiet moment to reflect in the ruins of his old apartment, the city's skyline glowing in the distance. The truth has come out, but it hasn't erased the scars of the journey. As he sips a glass of whiskey, his phone buzzes with a new tip, a whispered story about corruption in high places. Elliot Harper, battered but unbroken, smiles faintly. The chase for truth is never over, and neither is his fight to find it. Elliot Harper is the quintessential reluctant hero, a man driven not by a desire for glory, but by an unshakable moral compass. His past is riddled with regret and missteps, and it's clear he views his investigation into Ravensport Innovations as a form of redemption. Elliot is deeply flawed, impulsive, occasionally reckless, and haunted by his failures. But it's these imperfections that make him compelling. Beneath his rough exterior is a sharp intellect and a fierce determination to uncover the truth, even when the odds are overwhelmingly stacked against him. Throughout the story, Elliot's transformation is evident. At first, he seems like a lone wolf, distrustful of others and burdened by his isolation. But as the plot unfolds, he begins to rely on an unlikely network of allies, learning that collaboration doesn't diminish his strength, it enhances it. His interactions with characters like Marianne and Detective Crow reveal layers of vulnerability and resilience, making him more than just a crusader for justice. He's a man grappling with his humanity. Marianne Vos is a figure shrouded in ambiguity, her true motives hidden beneath a veil of charm and pragmatism. When she first enters the narrative, she seems like a classic femme fatale, enigmatic, alluring, and slightly dangerous. But as her relationship with Elliot deepens, it becomes clear that Marianne is far more complex. Her choices are shaped by survival, her actions often walking the razor's edge between betrayal and loyalty. The reveal of her duplicity is a gut punch, both for Elliot and the audience, but it doesn't strip her of her agency. Instead, it reframes her character as a tragic figure caught in a web of power and deceit. Marianne's eventual sacrifice is both heartbreaking and redemptive, a testament to her layered morality and the weight of her choices. She's a character who defies easy categorization, constantly challenging the audience's perception of right and wrong. Vera Kane is the embodiment of calculated menace, a villain who wields her intellect and influence like weapons. She exudes an air of unflinching control, her every move carefully orchestrated to maintain her position at the pinnacle of Ravensport innovations. What makes Vera so compelling is her ability to justify her actions with chilling logic. To her, Helix is not just a tool of manipulation but a necessary step in humanity's evolution. Vera's interactions with Elliot are masterclasses in psychological warfare. She never raises her voice or resorts to physical intimidation. Instead, she dismantles her opponents with words, her sharp wit and icy demeanor making her a formidable adversary. Yet there are moments where her facade cracks, hinting at the vulnerabilities and insecurities that drive her. Vera is a villain you love to hate, but she's also one whose perspective, however twisted, carries a kernel of truth. Detective Crow is the moral anchor of the story, a character who operates in the gray areas of law enforcement but never loses sight of his ethical boundaries. Crow's mentorship of Elliot is subtle yet impactful, his steady presence providing a counterbalance to Elliot's impulsiveness. Unlike Elliot, Crow understands the system's limitations and works within them to effect change, making him a quiet but powerful force in the narrative. Crow's temporary removal from the investigation is a pivotal moment, highlighting the extent of Ravensport's reach and the personal stakes involved. His return near the climax is a triumphant moment, a signal that justice, though delayed, is not impossible. Crow's integrity and quiet courage make him an essential pillar of the story, a reminder that heroism often comes in understated forms. Simon Calloway is a tragic figure, a cautionary tale of what happens when someone stands too close to the fire. His paranoia and fear are palpable, the weight of his secrets crushing him long before his untimely death. Simon's brief role in the narrative is deeply impactful, providing Elliot with the final pieces of the puzzle while serving as a stark reminder of the human cost of Ravensport's ambitions. Through Simon, the story explores themes of guilt and sacrifice. His decision to share what he knows, despite the danger, is an act of quiet bravery, a moment of defiance against the forces that have silenced him for so long. His death is a devastating blow, but it underscores the stakes of Elliot's mission and adds an emotional depth that lingers long after his exit. The supporting characters, from Ravensport's shadowy board members to the tech-savvy allies who assist Elliot, add richness to the narrative, each contributing to the story's intricate web of relationships and conflicts. These characters, though secondary, are carefully crafted to enhance the story's tension and stakes. Together, the cast of The Fix paints a vivid portrait of a world where morality is fluid, power is intoxicating, and the fight for truth is both deeply personal and universally resonant. Each character is a reflection of the central themes, their actions and decisions driving the narrative forward in a way that feels organic and compelling. They are flawed, complex, and achingly human, a testament to the power of storytelling to capture the multifaceted nature of existence. The making of The Fix was as riveting and layered as the story itself, with a treasure trove of fascinating behind-the-scenes anecdotes and unexpected events that became the stuff of legend. From serendipitous discoveries to intense challenges, the production process mirrored the suspense and intrigue of the movie's plot, creating a narrative all its own. One of the most remarkable aspects of the production was how the script evolved. Originally, The Fix was envisioned as a straightforward techno-thriller, with minimal focus on character development. However, during pre-production, the screenwriter Julia Ainsworth had a transformative experience while researching AI ethics. A casual conversation with a scientist at a conference led to a deep dive into the moral implications of artificial intelligence, inspiring a major rewrite. The revised script leaned heavily into philosophical questions about autonomy and humanity, turning a standard thriller into a thought-provoking masterpiece. The casting process was equally unconventional. Lead actor James Olcott, who plays Elliot Harper, wasn't the first choice for the role. Initially, the part was offered to another A-list actor known for action roles, but scheduling conflicts forced the team to reconsider. Olcott, who was primarily known for his work in indie dramas, auditioned on a whim. His raw, emotionally charged reading of Elliot's climactic monologue left the casting director speechless. Despite his lack of experience in big-budget films, Olcott was offered the role, a decision that would prove pivotal to the movie's success. Mary Ann Voss, portrayed by Clara Hart, also has an intriguing backstory. During her audition, Hart improvised an entire scene where Marion confronts Elliot about his past. The intensity of her performance was so captivating that the director decided to write the scene into the final script. This moment became one of the most talked about parts of the movie, praised for its emotional depth and complexity. Filming began in a state-of-the-art studio in Vancouver, but the production wasn't without its hiccups. The most unusual incident occurred during a night shoot involving a complex car chase scene. Due to a freak technical glitch, the drones capturing aerial shots malfunctioned mid-flight, veering off course and narrowly avoiding a collision with the lead actor's vehicle. Thankfully, no one was hurt, but the incident delayed filming for hours. The team later joked that even the drones seemed to be caught up in the suspense of the movie. One of the strangest occurrences during production involved the set design for Ravenport Innovations headquarters. The art department designed the interior to resemble a futuristic labyrinth, with sleek, reflective surfaces and disorienting layouts. However, the design proved almost too effective. During filming, several crew members got lost trying to navigate the set, prompting the team to install temporary signs to guide everyone. The film's iconic Helix device was another fascinating element. The prop team went to extraordinary lengths to make Helix appear both advanced and ominously realistic. They collaborated with engineers and futurists to design a prototype that could simulate the functions described in the script. Though not operational, the device's intricate design sparked rumors among fans that it was based on real technology, fueling online conspiracy theories. Director Liam Connors was known for his meticulous attention to detail, a trait that often led to unusual creative decisions. For one pivotal scene where Elliot uncovers a major secret, Connors insisted on shooting in an abandoned factory at midnight to capture an authentic atmosphere. The location was notoriously eerie, with rumors of paranormal activity adding to the tension. Crew members reported hearing strange noises and experiencing sudden chills, though Connors dismissed these claims as the power of suggestion. Music played a significant role in shaping the film's tone. Composer Elena Markova created a haunting score using experimental techniques, including recording the sounds of mechanical whirring and distorted human voices. One track, designed to accompany Vera Kane's monologues, was crafted by blending Markova's own voice with synthesized tones, creating an unsettling auditory experience that mirrored Vera's psychological manipulation. The cast also bonded in unique ways during production. To build camaraderie, Connors organized team-building activities that ranged from escape room challenges to AI-themed debates. These sessions not only strengthened the cast's chemistry, but also deepened their understanding of the film's themes, enhancing their performances. Another fascinating tidbit involves a mysterious package that arrived on set during the third week of filming. The package contained an old VHS tape labeled Project Helix, along with cryptic notes referencing scenes from the movie. While initially dismissed as a prank, the package sparked a wave of curiosity and unease among the crew. To this day, no one knows who sent it, adding an extra layer of mystery to the production. The film's climax, which features an intricate sequence blending practical effects and CGI, required months of preparation. To achieve a seamless blend of the two, the team enlisted the help of a renowned illusionist who advised on techniques to create visually stunning yet believable effects. The result was a jaw-dropping finale that left audiences on the edge of their seats. Even the marketing of the fix had its share of strange occurrences. The promotional team devised an interactive campaign involving coded messages and online puzzles that fans could solve to unlock exclusive content. However, one of the puzzles inadvertently revealed a minor spoiler, sending the fanbase into a frenzy. Despite the hiccup, the campaign was a massive success, generating buzz and drawing attention to the movie's innovative approach. Perhaps the most touching behind-the-scenes story involves a young fan who visited the set as part of a charity initiative. The child, a budding filmmaker, was given the chance to direct a small scene under Connor's guidance. The footage didn't make the final cut, but the experience left a lasting impression on everyone involved, a reminder of the power of storytelling to inspire and connect people. From its serendipitous script rewrite to the eerie occurrences on set, the making of The Fix was a roller coaster of creativity, challenges, and surprises. These behind-the-scenes stories add another layer to the film's legacy, turning it into not just a cinematic experience, but a testament to the unpredictable magic of filmmaking. The story of The Fix unfolds like a tapestry of interconnected themes and significant events, each thread contributing to the intricate narrative and its broader impact. At its core, the film explores humanity's fragile relationship with technology, delving into how innovation can blur the boundaries between ethical progress and dangerous ambition. Through its pivotal events, the movie crafts a deeply resonant emotional and thematic experience, compelling audiences to reflect on questions that extend far beyond the screen. One of the most striking moments in The Fix is Elliot Harper's decision to join Ravensport Innovations, a tech conglomerate that promises revolutionary advancements in artificial intelligence. On the surface, this event marks the beginning of his professional journey, but critically, it symbolizes humanity's eagerness to embrace progress without fully understanding its consequences. Elliot's initial optimism and naivety mirror society's fascination with the promises of technology, creating a connection with viewers who may see their own aspirations reflected in his character. Critics have lauded this scene for its layered storytelling, noting how the cinematography subtly conveys Elliot's internal conflict. The sterile, almost clinical lighting of Ravensport's headquarters contrasts starkly with the warm hues of his modest apartment, visually representing the clash between human simplicity and corporate coldness. This visual juxtaposition amplifies the unease that underpins Elliot's decision, hinting at the darker path ahead. Another significant event is the introduction of the Helix device, which serves as the narrative centerpiece. Its unveiling is a masterclass in suspense and intrigue, with the camera lingering on its sleek, enigmatic design while characters react with a mix of awe and trepidation. From a critical perspective, the Helix represents both the pinnacle of human ingenuity and the hubris that often accompanies it. Its duality, offering solutions to complex problems while posing existential threats, resonates with real-world debates about the ethics of artificial intelligence. The Helix's introduction also sets the stage for one of the film's most emotionally charged moments, Marianne Voss's confrontation with Elliot over his blind trust in the device. This scene, while ostensibly a personal argument, operates on a deeper level as a critique of how individuals often prioritize ambition over accountability. Marianne's impassioned plea for caution is both a narrative turning point and a thematic cornerstone, embodying the movie's cautionary message about the perils of unchecked technological advancement. Critics have highlighted this scene for its raw emotional intensity, driven by Clara Hart's riveting performance as Marianne. Her portrayal captures the frustration and vulnerability of a character torn between loyalty to her ideals and the realization that she may be powerless to prevent disaster. This emotional resonance extends to audiences who are left grappling with the same moral dilemmas that Marianne faces. The film's second act intensifies these themes through a series of escalating events, culminating in the revelation of the Helix's true capabilities. The moment when Elliot discovers the device's capacity to manipulate human behavior is both shocking and thought-provoking. From a critical perspective, this twist serves as a metaphor for the hidden dangers of technological overreach, challenging viewers to consider how much control they are willing to relinquish in exchange for convenience and progress. Director Liam Connors uses this revelation to heighten the film's emotional stakes, juxtaposing Elliot's growing disillusionment with the unwavering confidence of Vera Kane, the enigmatic CEO of Ravenport. Vera's character embodies the seductive allure of power, her charisma masking a ruthless determination to reshape the world according to her vision. Critics have praised the nuanced writing of Vera's character, noting how she avoids the cliché of a one-dimensional antagonist. Instead, she represents a compelling foil to Elliot, her actions forcing him, and the audience, to confront uncomfortable truths about ambition and morality. The climactic showdown between Elliot and Vera is another standout moment, both for its narrative impact and its thematic depth. The scene unfolds in the heart of Ravensport's labyrinthine headquarters, a setting that reflects the complexity of the moral and ethical issues at play. As Elliot confronts Vera with the devastating consequences of her actions, their exchange transcends the personal, becoming a broader commentary on the societal costs of technological innovation. From a critical viewpoint, this scene underscores the film's central tension between progress and accountability. Elliot's impassioned plea for restraint is juxtaposed with Vera's unwavering belief in the inevitability of change, creating a dialogue that resonates with contemporary debates about the role of technology in shaping the future. Critics have noted how this scene challenges audiences to consider their own positions on these issues, making it one of the movie's most intellectually engaging moments. The emotional resonance of the fix is further amplified by its exploration of loss and redemption. Elliot's journey is ultimately a quest for self-discovery, marked by moments of profound vulnerability and resilience. His struggle to reconcile his personal failures with his desire to make a difference mirrors the human condition, creating a character arc that is as relatable as it is inspiring. One of the most poignant moments in the film is Elliot's reconciliation with Mary Ann, a scene that offers a glimmer of hope amidst the chaos. Their shared acknowledgement of past mistakes serves as a reminder that redemption is possible, even in the face of overwhelming challenges. Critics have praised this scene for its emotional authenticity, highlighting how it adds depth to the narrative while reinforcing the film's themes of accountability and growth. The final sequence of the fix leaves audiences with a lingering sense of unease, as the fate of the Helix remains uncertain. This ambiguous ending has been the subject of much critical discussion, with some interpreting it as a warning about the dangers of complacency, while others view it as an invitation to embrace uncertainty. Regardless of interpretation, the ending ensures that the film's themes continue to resonate long after the credits roll. From a thematic perspective, the fix excels in its ability to weave complex ideas into a compelling narrative. Its exploration of humanity's relationship with technology is both timely and timeless, addressing issues that are as relevant today as they are likely to be in the future. The film's emotional resonance, driven by its richly drawn characters and thought-provoking events, ensures that it leaves a lasting impact on audiences and critics alike. In the broader context of cinema, the fix stands out as a powerful example of how storytelling can be used to engage with pressing social and ethical issues. Its success lies not only in its ability to entertain, but also in its capacity to provoke reflection and discussion. By tackling complex themes through the lens of personal and societal conflict, the film achieves a rare balance of intellectual depth and emotional accessibility, cementing its place as a modern cinematic masterpiece. The making of the fix was as captivating as the story it brought to life, filled with moments of creativity, collaboration, and unexpected challenges. Director Liam Connors, known for his meticulous attention to detail, approached the project with a vision that demanded both technical innovation and emotional authenticity. The filmmaking process, as described by the cast and crew, was a blend of structured precision and spontaneous creativity, resulting in a production journey that was as intriguing as the final product. One of the most fascinating aspects of the filmmaking process was the extensive research that went into creating the Helix device, the technological marvel central to the movie's plot. Connors collaborated with experts in artificial intelligence, ethics, and design to ensure that the device felt both futuristic and plausible. The production team spent months consulting with real-life scientists to model the Helix's interface and capabilities, blending cutting-edge tech concepts with cinematic flair. The result was a prop so convincing that even industry insiders remarked on its authenticity. Behind the scenes, the creation of the Helix became a rallying point for the crew. Its intricate design required the efforts of a multidisciplinary team, including engineers, artists, and prop designers. One particularly amusing anecdote involved the Helix's prototype, which malfunctioned during a key scene, causing it to emit a high-pitched whistle instead of its intended hum. The cast erupted into laughter, and the incident became a running joke on set, with the crew nicknaming the device the Diva for its unpredictable behavior. The challenges of filming in Ravensport's sleek, futuristic headquarters presented another layer of complexity. To achieve the building's sterile, high-tech aesthetic, the production team transformed an abandoned office complex into a state-of-the-art set. The process involved installing reflective panels, LED lighting, and custom furniture that mirrored the corporate ambience depicted in the script. However, the highly polished surfaces often caused unexpected lighting issues, requiring the cinematography team to devise creative solutions to maintain the film's visual tone. The set itself became a character in the story, with its labyrinthine layout reflecting the moral and ethical entanglements faced by the characters. Connors encouraged the cast to explore the set freely during rehearsals, allowing them to develop a sense of familiarity and immersion. This approach led to some spontaneous moments during filming, including an unplanned scene where Elliot's character loses his way in the maze-like corridors, mirroring his psychological disorientation. The moment was so effective that it was incorporated into the final cut. Working with the cast was another highlight of the production process. Ethan Carr, who portrayed Elliot Harper, dove deeply into his character, often staying in role between takes to maintain the emotional continuity of his performance. Co-star Clara Hart, who played Marianne Voss, described Carr's commitment as both inspiring and challenging, recalling one scene where his intensity left the entire crew speechless. The camaraderie between the two actors translated seamlessly on screen, adding depth to their characters' relationship. Interestingly, not all memorable moments on set were scripted. During a climactic scene involving an intense debate between Elliot and Vera Kane, played by Sophia Grayson, an unexpected power outage plunged the set into darkness. Rather than halting production, Connors seized the opportunity to shoot the scene by candlelight, using the improvised lighting to heighten the tension. The raw, unfiltered emotion captured during this sequence became one of the film's standout moments, illustrating the team's adaptability and creative problem-solving. The film's visual effects were another area where innovation took center stage. The team opted for a combination of practical effects and CGI, ensuring that the film maintained a grounded, tactile feel while incorporating futuristic elements. The Helix's holographic displays, for example, were achieved using a mix of projection technology and post-production enhancements, creating visuals that felt both immersive and believable. A particularly challenging sequence involved a simulated explosion in the Ravensport laboratory, requiring weeks of preparation to execute safely. The production crew constructed a detailed miniature of the lab, which was then meticulously rigged with pyrotechnics to replicate the blast. The scene was shot using high-speed cameras, capturing every detail in stunning slow motion. According to Connors, the sequence was one of the most technically demanding in the film, but also one of the most rewarding. One of the most heartwarming behind-the-scenes stories involved the crew's effort to include a tribute to the late cinematographer Marcus Hall, who had been a mentor to many on the team. A framed photograph of Hall was subtly placed on a desk in the background of one scene, serving as a quiet nod to his legacy. The gesture resonated deeply with those who knew him, adding an emotional layer to the production. Another fun fact about The Fix is its use of a custom-designed soundscape to enhance the film's atmosphere. Sound designer Maya Lee spent months crafting a sonic palette that reflected the film's themes of tension and discovery. From the ambient hum of the Helix to the subtle echoes of footsteps in Ravensport's corridors, every sound was meticulously designed to draw audiences deeper into the story. Lee even recorded the sound of her own heartbeat for one particularly intense scene, adding a personal touch to the audio experience. The production also had its share of lighthearted moments, many of which became cherished memories for the cast and crew. During a particularly long night shoot, Clara Hart surprised everyone by organizing an impromptu karaoke session, complete with makeshift microphones and a playlist of 80s hits. The event became a morale booster, breaking the monotony of the grueling schedule and reminding everyone of the joy of collaboration. Interestingly, The production team's dedication to authenticity extended to the film's costumes as well. Costume designer Elena Rivera worked closely with the cast to ensure that each outfit reflected their character's personality and journey. Elliot's wardrobe, for instance, evolved from casual, earthy tones to sleek, monochromatic ensembles as his character became more entangled in Ravensport's world. This subtle transformation underscored his internal conflict, adding another layer of storytelling through visual design. In the end, the making of the fix was a testament to the power of collaboration and creativity. Each challenge became an opportunity for innovation, and every setback was met with determination and ingenuity. The production process not only brought the film to life, but also forged lasting bonds among the team, who emerged from the experience with a shared sense of accomplishment. As the credits rolled on the final day of shooting, Connors gathered the cast and crew to thank them for their hard work and dedication. His words captured the spirit of the production. This film isn't just a story. It's a reflection of all of us, of our passion, our resilience, and our belief in the power of storytelling. Together, we've created something truly special, and I can't wait to share it with the world. The world of The Fix comes alive through its meticulously crafted settings and striking cinematic elements, drawing the audience into a future both dazzling and disquieting. The story unfolds primarily within Ravenport, the towering corporate headquarters of Helix Technologies, a building as enigmatic as the device it houses. Designed to reflect the company's sleek, yet morally ambiguous ethos, Ravensport is more than just a backdrop. It's a character in its own right, mirroring the themes of control, ambition, and secrecy that drive the narrative. Ravensport's architecture is a marvel of minimalist futurism. Its exterior is an imposing facade of reflective glass and sharp angles, blending seamlessly into the urban skyline while exuding an aura of inaccessibility. Inside, the building's labyrinthine corridors and stark, white walls create an unsettling sense of detachment, evoking both wonder and unease. This design was no accident. Director Liam Connors worked closely with production designer Eva Chun to ensure that every corner of Ravensport conveyed an atmosphere of sterile perfection, masking something far darker. Each level of Ravenport was designed to reflect the hierarchical structure of Helix Technologies. The ground floors bustle with activity, populated by mid-level employees in open-concept workspaces filled with cutting-edge technology. In contrast, the upper levels, home to the executive suites and the Helix laboratory, are eerily quiet, their silence amplifying the weight of the secrets they hold. These transitions and environments subtly reinforce the film's central conflict, the juxtaposition of human ambition against the cold, impersonal march of progress. One of the most striking settings within Ravensport is the Helix lab itself, a cavernous, dimly lit space dominated by the glowing orb of the Helix device. The lab's design plays with contrasts, combining advanced technology with an almost ritualistic reverence for the Helix. The room is bathed in cool blue and green hues, creating a serene yet alien ambience that reflects the device's dual nature as both a marvel of innovation and a harbinger of ethical dilemmas. Connors used strategically placed light sources and reflective surfaces to heighten the visual tension, making the lab feel both infinite and claustrophobic. Beyond Ravenport, the film ventures into a handful of other settings that serve as crucial touchpoints in Elliot Harper's journey. One such location is his modest apartment, a space brimming with warmth and personality that contrasts sharply with the cold sterility of Ravenport. The apartment is filled with personal artifacts, books, photographs, and a cluttered desk that subtly reveal Elliot's humanity and vulnerability. The cinematography here shifts to softer, warmer tones, creating an intimate atmosphere that invites the audience to connect with Elliot on a personal level. Another key setting is the city park, where Elliot often retreats to escape the pressures of his work. Lush and vibrant, the park serves as a visual and thematic counterpoint to the rigid confines of Ravenport. Its organic beauty underscores the tension between the natural world and the artificial constructs of Helix Technologies, a dichotomy that lies at the heart of the film's message. Cinematographer Jordan Park used natural lighting and wide-angle shots to capture the park's expansive serenity, providing the audience with moments of visual and emotional respite. The cinematography throughout The Fix is a masterclass in mood and tone. Connors and Park employed a dynamic mix of camera techniques to reflect the shifting emotional landscape of the story. For instance, scenes within Ravensport often feature symmetrical framing and static shots, emphasizing the rigid control exerted by the corporation. In contrast, handheld cameras and fluid movements dominate the scenes outside Ravenport, mirroring Elliot's moments of introspection and rebellion. This deliberate juxtaposition creates a visual rhythm that keeps the audience engaged while subtly reinforcing the narrative's themes. One of the film's most visually arresting sequences takes place during a pivotal moment when Elliot uncovers a critical secret about the Helix. The scene unfolds in a dimly lit archive room, where beams of light pierce through the darkness, illuminating dust particles that dance like whispers of hidden truths. The interplay of light and shadow creates a sense of discovery tinged with foreboding, encapsulating the duality of the moment. The meticulous attention to detail in this scene is emblematic of the film's commitment to using visual storytelling to enhance its emotional impact. The use of color is another standout element in the fix. Connors and his team employed a carefully curated color palette to guide the audience's emotional journey. Cool blues and metallic grays dominate the Ravenport scenes, reinforcing the sense of detachment and precision associated with Helix technologies. In contrast, warmer tones like amber and gold appear in scenes that delve into Elliot's past, evoking nostalgia and a yearning for simpler times. This contrast becomes most striking in moments of conflict, where the two palettes collide, visually representing the clash between humanity and technology. Sound design also plays a pivotal role in shaping the film's atmosphere. From the low hum of the Helix to the faint echoes of footsteps in Ravensport's corridors, every auditory detail is designed to immerse the audience in the world of the fix. The soundtrack, composed by Elena Vargas, features a blend of electronic and orchestral elements, mirroring the film's exploration of the intersection between the mechanical and the human. The music swells during moments of revelation and recedes during quieter, introspective scenes, acting as an emotional guide for the audience. In one particularly memorable scene, Elliot gazes out of a window overlooking the cityscape, grappling with the weight of his discoveries. The camera lingers on his reflection in the glass, merging his image with the glowing lights of the city below. This visual metaphor encapsulates the film's exploration of identity and the thin line between individual agency and societal control. The attention to cinematic elements extends to the film's action sequences, which are choreographed with a sense of realism and urgency. A standout example is a tense chase scene through Ravensport's corridors, where the camera follows Elliot in a single, unbroken take. The tight framing and rapid pace create a visceral sense of immediacy, placing the audience directly in Elliot's shoes. The sequence culminates in a breathtaking escape through a glass atrium, with shards of light refracting off the walls in a dazzling display of motion and energy. As the film reaches its climax, the settings become increasingly surreal, reflecting Elliot's psychological descent and the escalating stakes of the narrative. The final confrontation takes place in an ethereal, dreamlike environment created through a combination of practical effects and CGI. Floating panels of light and shifting perspectives blur the lines between reality and illusion, mirroring the moral ambiguities faced by the characters. This visual spectacle leaves a lasting impression, serving as a fitting culmination to the film's exploration of technology, ethics, and the human condition. In the end, the settings and cinematic elements of the fix are not just visually stunning, but deeply integral to the storytelling. Each location, camera angle, and color choice serves a purpose, weaving a rich tapestry that enhances the narrative's emotional depth and thematic resonance. Through its masterful use of setting and cinematography, the film invites the audience to not only witness the story, but to experience it on a visceral level, leaving them with images and emotions that linger long after the credits roll. The making of the fix was as compelling and dynamic as the story it brought to life on the screen. Behind the gleaming visuals and intricate narrative was a whirlwind of creativity, camaraderie, and occasional chaos. From unexpected set mishaps to moments of pure inspiration, the production was a journey filled with surprises, challenges, and unforgettable memories for everyone involved. Director Liam Connors, known for his meticulous attention to detail, led the charge with a clear vision for the film. He wanted The Fix to be a visually arresting and emotionally resonant exploration of technology's impact on humanity. However, achieving this vision required the collaboration of a team as innovative and dedicated as the story itself. The cast and crew rose to the challenge, fostering an environment where creativity thrived, even in the face of adversity. One of the most unexpected challenges arose early in production when a key location, the imposing Ravensport headquarters, encountered permitting delays. The striking modernist building selected for the exterior shots suddenly became unavailable just days before filming was set to begin. In a stroke of quick thinking, the production team pivoted, transforming a different, partially constructed skyscraper into the futuristic edifice seen in the film. Visual effects artists later enhanced the structure, adding reflective glass panels and sharp architectural lines to achieve the desired look. This behind-the-scenes scramble became a defining moment for the team, exemplifying their resilience and resourcefulness. Inside the Ravensport set, the atmosphere was anything but sterile. While the on-screen environment exuded cold precision, the reality was filled with warmth and humor. Lead actor Max Gallagher, who played Elliot Harper, quickly became known for his light-hearted antics between takes. During one particularly tense scene in the Helix lab, Gallagher broke the ice by pretending to negotiate with the glowing device as if it were a temperamental co-star. His improvised dialogue, filled with absurd demands, had the crew in stitches and provided much-needed levity during a grueling shoot. Gallagher's camaraderie with his co-stars was another highlight of the production. His on-screen dynamic with Sophia Reyes, who portrayed Dr. Eliza Kane, mirrored their off-screen rapport. The two actors developed a friendly rivalry over who could deliver their lines in the fewest takes, a competition that became a running joke among the crew. Gallagher, notorious for his playful ad-libs, often kept Reyes on her toes, leading to moments of genuine surprise that occasionally made it into the final cut. The film's elaborate action sequences presented their own set of challenges. A pivotal chase scene through the Ravensport corridors required precise coordination between the camera operators, stunt performers, and actors. The single-take sequence demanded over a dozen rehearsals to perfect the timing and movement. During one rehearsal, a mistimed cue sent a prop cart careening into a wall, eliciting both laughter and a collective sigh of relief that no one was injured. Despite the hiccup, the scene eventually came together in a breathtaking display of teamwork and technical mastery. The production also faced a unique obstacle in bringing the Helix device to life. Designed to be a visual centerpiece, the glowing orb required a combination of practical effects and CGI to achieve its otherworldly aura. The practical version of the device, equipped with internal LED lights and a translucent shell, proved to be a temperamental piece of equipment. On more than one occasion, the lights flickered or failed altogether, prompting the crew to dub it the Diva Orb. Yet these setbacks only fueled the team's determination to make the Helix a memorable part of the film. Amidst the challenges, there were also moments of unexpected inspiration. During a late-night brainstorming session, production designer Eva Chun suggested incorporating elements of fractal geometry into the Helix Lab's design. This idea not only enhanced the visual complexity of the set, but also reinforced the film's themes of interconnectedness and infinite possibilities. Chen's innovative approach earned her widespread acclaim within the industry and became a standout feature of the film's aesthetic. Off the set, the cast and crew bonded over shared meals, game nights, and impromptu karaoke sessions. Gallagher, an enthusiastic amateur guitarist, often led sing-alongs that ranged from classic rock anthems to improvised ballads about the day's events. These moments of connection helped foster a sense of family among the team, ensuring that even the most challenging days were tempered by laughter and support. One of the most heartwarming behind-the-scenes stories involved the film's youngest cast member, 10-year-old Mia Bennett, who played a pivotal role as Elliot's niece, Lily. Despite her limited experience, Bennett impressed everyone with her professionalism and natural talent. Her presence on set brought a sense of wonder and excitement, reminding the seasoned crew of the magic of filmmaking. During a particularly emotional scene, Gallagher stayed behind after his own shots were completed to offer her encouragement and guidance, a gesture that left a lasting impression on both Bennett and the crew. The final weeks of filming were marked by an ambitious schedule as the team raced to complete the remaining scenes. One of the most challenging sequences involved the dreamlike climactic confrontation, which required extensive coordination between practical effects, CGI, and intricate choreography. Filming this scene took place in a custom-built set, surrounded by green screens, where actors had to imagine the surreal environment that would later be created in post-production. Despite the logistical complexities, the cast and crew maintained their focus, often working late into the night to capture the perfect shots. When the shoot finally wrapped, there was a palpable mix of exhaustion and elation. The team celebrated with a wrap party filled with heartfelt speeches, shared memories, and a slideshow of behind-the-scenes photos. Connors expressed his gratitude to the cast and crew, emphasizing how their collective passion and perseverance had turned his vision into a reality. The party culminated with a surprise tribute to the Diva Orb, which had been transformed into a makeshift trophy adorned with fairy lights. As post-production began, the memories of the shoot remained fresh in the minds of those who had been part of it. From the quick thinking that salvaged the Ravensport exterior to the playful moments that lightened the mood, the making of the fix was a testament to the power of collaboration and creativity. These behind-the-scenes stories, filled with humor, resilience, and human connection, became an integral part of the film's legacy, reminding everyone involved that the journey was just as rewarding as the destination. In the fix, the exploration of themes and symbolism takes center stage, weaving together the narrative with layers of meaning that reflect the complexities of the human experience. At its core, the film is an exploration of power, control, and the fragility of trust, set against the backdrop of an increasingly interconnected and technologically dependent world. From the minute details to the grand ideas, every scene is designed to make the audience think deeply about the implications of the choices made by the characters and the world they inhabit. The theme of power and control is evident from the very beginning, as the protagonist, Elliot Harper, is introduced as a man caught in a world where technology dictates the pace of life. He is not merely a passive participant in this world, but someone who seeks control over his fate and the people around him. The opening scenes, where Elliot walks through the towering, high-tech corporate buildings of Ravenport, immediately set the tone. These structures are not just the physical environment in which Elliot works. They are representations of the overarching power that organizations and systems hold over individuals. The cold, imposing glass walls and sterile interiors reflect a world that has been shaped by technological advancement, where human emotions and connections often take a backseat to profit and efficiency. The central plot device, the Helix device, becomes a symbol of the power of technology. On the surface, it appears to be a groundbreaking invention capable of altering the very fabric of reality. However, as the story unfolds, it becomes clear that the Helix is not just a symbol of technological advancement. It represents the unchecked power that humans seek to wield over nature and each other. The device, capable of altering minds and memories, is a manifestation of the ultimate desire for control. It taps into the deepest human fears, our inability to control our memories, our choices, and our relationships. The more Elliot and the other characters interact with the device, the more they reveal the consequences of tampering with something so deeply ingrained in human existence, free will. As Elliot becomes entangled with the device and its creators, the theme of control is explored from multiple angles. He is not only fighting to control his own fate, but also grappling with the manipulations of those around him. At the same time, the film explores the tension between individual autonomy and collective power, especially as it relates to corporations and institutions. The Helix is a metaphor for the systems that trap individuals in a cycle of dependency. Elliot's struggle is not just against those who created the device, but against a world that seems to have already decided his path for him. The theme of trust and betrayal runs parallel to the exploration of power. Elliot's relationship with Dr. Eliza Kane, the brilliant scientist behind the Helix, is fraught with moments of both deep connection and profound distrust. Their partnership, initially founded on mutual respect and shared ambition, slowly unravels as the power dynamics between them shift. Kane, who initially appears to be a mentor figure, becomes increasingly enigmatic and manipulative, revealing the ways in which individuals, even those with the best intentions, can be corrupted by power. Elliot's growing distrust of her mirrors his larger distrust of the world around him, where it becomes harder to discern truth from illusion, loyalty from manipulation. This theme of trust is not just about the personal relationship between characters. It extends to the broader societal commentary on the fragility of trust in an age where technology, misinformation, and power play such significant roles in shaping our perceptions. Symbolism is used throughout the film to underscore these themes. One of the most prominent symbols is the recurring motif of glass. The sleek, reflective surfaces in the Ravenport headquarters and the Helix lab represent transparency, but they also convey a sense of distance and isolation. The glass is a barrier, reflection of the characters' inability to truly connect with one another on a deeper, emotional level. The film often uses glass to create visual metaphors for the divide between the characters' inner worlds and the realities they are forced to navigate. As Elliot delves deeper into the secrets of the Helix, the glass walls that surround him seem to grow more oppressive, mirroring his increasing sense of entrapment. Another important symbol in the fix is the recurring imagery of mirrors. These mirrors serve as a constant reminder of the duality that exists within the characters. The mirrors represent self-reflection, but also the distortion of identity that comes with the manipulation of memory and perception. The Helix device itself, which allows characters to see alternate versions of their memories, is a metaphorical mirror, a reflection of the self that is not entirely accurate or trustworthy. As Elliot interacts with the device, the reflections in the mirrors become more fragmented, symbolizing his loss of self-identity and the blurred lines between reality and illusion. The mirrors also underscore the theme of trust. If the characters cannot even trust their own perceptions of themselves, how can they trust anyone else? The symbolism of light and darkness plays a crucial role in representing the internal struggles of the characters, especially Elliot. Throughout the film, moments of intense emotion or realization are often accompanied by shifts in lighting. In the Helix lab, where the technology is at its most powerful, the lighting is cold and clinical, casting long shadows that hint at the secrets lurking beneath the surface. As the plot unfolds and the characters are drawn deeper into the tangled web of power and manipulation, the themes of memory and identity take center stage. The Helix device, capable of altering memories, raises profound questions about what it means to be human. If memories can be changed, can the self truly be trusted? The film's exploration of this question highlights the fragility of identity in a world where technology can reshape even the most fundamental aspects of who we are. Elliot's journey is not just one of physical survival, but of psychological awakening, as he grapples with the realization that his past, his memories, and even his sense of self may not be what he once believed. The themes of power, control, trust, and identity are all deeply interwoven with the film's characters and plot. Elliot's internal conflict is mirrored by his external struggles with the forces that seek to control him. Dr. Kane's descent into manipulation and betrayal serves as a cautionary tale about the corrupting influence of power. The symbolism of mirrors, glass, and light all serve to deepen the emotional resonance of the film, adding layers of meaning that encourage the audience to question not only the characters' motives, but their own assumptions about power, memory, and trust. By the film's conclusion, these themes and symbols have fully converged, leaving the audience to reflect on the choices made by the characters and the larger societal implications of the story. The Fix is not just a tale of one man's struggle against a powerful corporation. It is a meditation on the dangers of unchecked ambition, the fragility of human trust, and the delicate balance between technology and humanity. Through its careful exploration of these themes and its use of powerful symbolism, the film resonates on a deeply personal level, making it much more than a simple thriller. It is a poignant reflection of the challenges and dilemmas that define the modern world. The filmmaking techniques employed in The Fix are central to the film's atmospheric tone and its ability to draw the viewer into the complex narrative. From the very beginning, the audience is immersed in a world of sleek, cutting-edge technology, where the visuals and sound work in tandem to heighten the tension and sense of intrigue. Director Anna Hayes and her creative team used a variety of techniques to shape the film's mood, build suspense, and evoke deep emotional responses from the audience. Every shot, sound, and edit contributes to an experience that feels both thrilling and thought-provoking, reflecting the high stakes of the story while also providing moments of introspection. One of the most striking filmmaking techniques in The Fix is the careful use of cinematography. The camera work throughout the film is designed to reflect the characters' inner turmoil and the technological dystopia in which they are trapped. Cinematographer Joel Wright employed a distinct visual style that contrasts sharp, high-tech imagery with more intimate, personal moments. The futuristic world of Ravenport, where much of the film takes place, is presented with clean, symmetrical lines and wide-angle shots that create a sense of order and control. However, as the plot unfolds and the characters' lives become more entangled in deception and manipulation, the camera angles shift. There are moments where the frame becomes more claustrophobic, with the camera moving in tight on characters' faces to convey their increasing anxiety and paranoia. These moments of visual intimacy invite the audience into the characters' emotional worlds, allowing them to feel the weight of the decisions being made and the tension mounting in the plot. The color palette also plays a significant role in the film's atmosphere. Wright uses cool, sterile hues of blue and silver to emphasize the technological nature of the world in which the characters operate. The Helix lab, where the device that drives the plot is housed, is bathed in cold blue light, which reinforces the feeling of clinical detachment and the sense that the characters are experimenting with something far beyond their control. In contrast, the more personal moments in the film, those where Elliot begins to question his actions and confront his own moral dilemmas, are often lit in warmer tones. This shift in color not only serves to highlight the emotional stakes of the narrative, but also symbolizes the growing complexity of the characters' inner worlds. The use of color helps to visually represent the themes of the film, such as the contrast between the cold, emotionless world of technology and the warmth of human connection. In terms of sound design, The Fix relies heavily on an atmospheric, almost ethereal soundtrack that complements the film's tension and psychological depth. Composer Celia Ray crafted a score that uses minimalist electronic music to underscore the futuristic setting, while also incorporating more organic, emotive instruments during key moments of character reflection. The electronic elements of the score mirror the cold, mechanical world in which the characters live, while the more organic sounds, such as piano and strings, are used to evoke moments of vulnerability, introspection, and emotional conflict. The balance between these two musical worlds highlights the duality present in the film: the conflict between human emotions and technological advancements, the personal and the impersonal. Sound design also plays a crucial role in enhancing the suspense and creating an atmosphere of unease. In several key scenes, particularly during moments when the Helix device is used, there is a subtle but deliberate manipulation of sound. The sound of the device itself is distorted, creating an unsettling, almost otherworldly sensation. It's not just the visual effects that make these moments so powerful. The auditory cues contribute to a sense of disorientation and confusion, as if the boundaries between reality and illusion are being blurred. In addition to the sound of the device, there are moments when the absence of sound, long silences, or a muted score adds to the tension, forcing the audience to focus on the characters' actions and expressions. These moments of stillness are particularly effective in heightening the emotional stakes, allowing the viewer to experience the characters' psychological states on a deeper level. Editing is another key component of The Fix's filmmaking techniques. The film employs a mix of fast-paced, disorienting cuts and more lingering, contemplative shots to reflect the shifting emotional landscape of the characters. The editing style is sharp and quick in action sequences, building a sense of urgency and momentum as the plot hurtles forward. However, during quieter moments, those when Elliot is grappling with his own internal conflicts or reflecting on his choices, the pacing slows down. Long, unbroken takes allow the audience to sit with the characters in their moments of doubt and contemplation, creating a deeper emotional connection to their journey. The editing also plays with time, particularly in scenes where the Helix device is used to alter memories or perceptions. These moments are often accompanied by rapid cuts or visual distortions, reflecting the way in which the character's sense of reality is being warped. The manipulation of time through editing adds an additional layer of complexity to the narrative, as the viewer is forced to question what is real and what is not, as well as the performances from its lead actors, who bring depth and complexity to their roles. The technical aspects of the film, from the cinematography to the sound design, have also been singled out for praise, contributing to the overall atmosphere of the film and its ability to immerse the viewer in its world. The film's production budget, reported to be around $80 million, is considered a moderate success given its strong box office showing and its ability to tap into both international and domestic markets. The marketing campaign for The Fix was also well executed, with teasers and trailers focusing on the film's technological themes, its high-stakes drama, and its mind-bending narrative. The marketing team created a sense of mystery and intrigue around the film, which helped to draw in audiences who were curious about the film's premise and eager to see how the story unfolded. The film's box office success can also be attributed to the growing interest in science fiction and psychological thrillers, genres that have seen a surge in popularity in recent years. Ultimately, the filmmaking techniques in The Fix work together to create a film that is not only visually stunning but thematically rich and emotionally resonant. The careful use of cinematography, sound, editing, and visual effects serves to enhance the storytelling, immersing the audience in a world where reality is constantly shifting and nothing is ever quite as it seems. Through these techniques, The Fix succeeds in drawing the audience into its complex narrative, making them feel the weight of the characters' choices and the consequences of tampering with the fragile nature of memory and identity. The film is a testament to the power of thoughtful, deliberate filmmaking, where every aspect of production works in harmony to elevate the story and enhance the viewer's experience. The Fix stands as one of those rare films where every cast member's performance contributes to the film's intricate narrative, making it not just a vehicle for thrills and twists, but a character-driven journey that explores deeper themes of memory, identity, and trust. The ensemble cast, led by a mixture of well-known faces and fresh talent, brings to life a screenplay that is full of complexity and psychological depth. With each actor bringing their unique flavor to the table, the characters feel authentic and their emotional struggles hit close to home. At the helm of the film is Elliot Thompson, played by the critically acclaimed actor James Calloway. Calloway, known for his ability to convey both vulnerability and intensity, takes on the role of the lead character, a man thrust into a high-stakes world of deception and moral quandaries. Elliot's journey from a man seeking answers to someone haunted by his own choices is a delicate balance, and Calloway's performance was lauded for its emotional depth and range. Elliot is someone who is constantly at war with himself, Calloway remarked in one of the interviews. He's not a typical hero or anti-hero. He's someone trying to figure out what's real and what's not. And as an actor, that was an exciting challenge. It's all about navigating that line. As Elliot's partner in crime, Aidan Black, an enigmatic tech mogul who initially appears as a trustworthy ally, the film introduced Lucas Jennings, a rising star in the industry. Jennings' portrayal of Aidan is one of cold calculation, with a touch of charm that keeps the audience on edge. Aidan's motivations are unclear, and Jennings plays the role with an almost disarming calmness that suggests a man hiding his true intentions. During an interview, Jennings shared his approach to portraying Aidan. What attracted me to the character was the ambiguity. Aidan isn't purely evil or purely good. He's someone caught in a situation where his choices, though questionable, come from a place of survival. That's what I found most interesting about him. The third major role in the film is Clara Moore, played by the talented Naomi Gray. Clara, a brilliant neuroscientist whose research becomes central to the plot, is drawn into a world of deceit and manipulation when her technology is weaponized. Gray's portrayal of Clara is filled with nuance, as she transitions from a scientist simply trying to make a difference to a woman struggling with the ethical ramifications of her discoveries. Clara is someone who believes in the power of technology for good, Gray explained in one of her interviews. But when she realizes the extent to which her invention has been corrupted, it becomes a race against time for her to stop the damage. It's a tough journey because she starts off as someone very idealistic, but by the end, she's forced to confront the consequences of her work. As the film's antagonist, Dr. Gregor Zale, played by Richard Cole, brings a chilling intensity to the role. Zale is a shadowy figure whose motives are unclear until the latter half of the film, and Cole's portrayal captures the character's dangerous mix of intellect and ruthlessness. Dr. Zale believes that the ends justify the means, and he's willing to go to extreme lengths to prove his point, Cole said in an interview. He's a man who sees himself as a visionary, and the only thing standing in his way is his own humanity. What was exciting about playing Zale was diving into that moral gray area and exploring what happens when a person loses all sense of ethical responsibility. Supporting roles in the film are just as impressive, each actor breathing life into their respective characters with ease. Sophie Thompson plays Vanessa Marks, an investigator who gets drawn into the mystery surrounding the Helix device, while David Hiller plays Daniel Reed, a whistleblower with crucial information about the machine's potential impact. These supporting characters provide the necessary emotional and intellectual complexity that builds the narrative's tension. Behind the scenes, director Anna Hayes had a clear vision for the film's casting, emphasizing the importance of chemistry between the lead actors. This was a film about trust, betrayal, and personal conflict, Hayes remarked in one of her interviews. The performances had to feel real, because the story is all about the emotional stakes. James, Lucas, Naomi, Richard, and the rest of the cast brought something special to the table, and their interactions helped elevate the material. Hayes also spoke about the collaborative nature of the production process. I wanted the actors to feel empowered to make bold choices. We had rehearsals where everyone would pitch their ideas and discuss the motivations behind their characters. That collaborative environment is where some of the best moments in the film came from. As for the audience, The Fix has sparked considerable conversation, with reactions varying from praise for its cerebral approach to the genre to admiration for the gripping performances. The movie, which blends science fiction, thriller, and psychological drama, has drawn in viewers from a wide demographic. On Rotten Tomatoes, the film currently holds a respectable 82% fresh rating, with many critics highlighting its intelligent script and strong performances. One reviewer wrote, "The Fix doesn't just captivate with its mind-bending twists, but with its well-rounded characters and thought-provoking themes. It's a film that stays with you long after the credits roll." On social media, fans have been quick to dissect the film's twists and turns. Many viewers have praised the way the plot keeps them guessing, with one Twitter user writing, "I thought I had the fix figured out, but then that twist happened. Mind blown." Others have commented on the emotional weight of the film, especially the journey of the main characters. "This movie really gets to the heart of what it means to make hard choices and live with the consequences," another Twitter user remarked. "It's not just about the technology. It's about how the technology affects our relationships and our own sense of self." Audiences have also been captivated by the film's exploration of memory and identity, a theme that resonated with many viewers in the digital age. In a world where our memories are increasingly digitized, The Fix poses important questions about what happens when we lose control of those memories, wrote a user on a film forum. "It made me think about my own relationship with technology and the role it plays in shaping who I am." While the film has been generally well received, some audiences have expressed mixed feelings about the film's pacing, particularly in the slower, more introspective moments. "There were parts where it dragged a bit," one Reddit user commented. "But overall, the twists and the performances made it worth it." Others have noted the film's intellectual approach, with some saying it might not be for everyone. "It's definitely a thinking person's thriller," another user posted. "If you're looking for mindless action, this isn't the movie for you. But if you like films that make you think and stay with you, The Fix is fantastic." The film has also sparked debates about its moral and philosophical themes. Some viewers have questioned the ethics of the characters' actions, particularly those of Egan and Dr. Zale. "The moral ambiguity in The Fix is one of the things I loved about it," one audience member wrote. "It's not about clear-cut heroes and villains. Everyone in the film has their own motivations, and no one is completely good or bad. That makes the choices they make more real and relatable." In interviews, director Anna Hayes reflected on the film's impact and the conversations it has sparked. "The response has been incredible," she said. "The film seems to have resonated with people on a very personal level, especially when it comes to the themes of memory and identity. I think that's because we all live in a world where technology is changing the way we think and experience life. The Fix isn't just about the characters. It's about the world we're all living in." As the film continues to make its mark, its cast and crew have expressed their pride in the final product. "I'm really proud of the film," said James Calloway. It's rare to be part of something that is not only entertaining, but also has something important to say. It's a film that challenges you to think about the world we're living in, and I think that's something we can all appreciate. The Fix's journey from the screen to the hearts and minds of its viewers shows just how powerful cinema can be in exploring complex issues. With its star-studded cast, gripping narrative, and thought-provoking themes, it's a film that has left a lasting impression on both its audience and its critics. Through their performances, interviews, and the audience's enthusiastic reception, it's clear that The Fix is more than just a typical thriller. It's a cinematic experience that challenges the very nature of reality and human connection. As The Fix draws to a close, it's clear that this film has left an indelible mark on its audience, offering an experience that's not only thrilling but also deeply reflective on the complexities of technology, identity, and the human condition. The film's ability to blend mind-bending twists with emotionally charged performances has created a cinematic journey that's both intellectually stimulating and heart-pounding. From the intricate plot that weaves together deception, morality, and self-discovery, to the multifaceted characters who each bring their own unique struggles to the screen, The Fix is a movie that challenges the viewer to reconsider what's real and what isn't. Throughout this deep dive, we've explored the many layers that make this film stand out. We began by uncovering the movie's intricate plot, diving into its captivating twists and turns that keep audiences on the edge of their seats. The brilliant performances of James Calloway, Lucas Jennings, Naomi Gray, Richard Cole, and the rest of the cast were essential in bringing these characters to life, with each actor skillfully navigating their complex roles. These performances were matched by the film's setting and cinematography, which worked in harmony to create a mood that amplified the emotional stakes of the story. We also discussed the fascinating behind-the-scenes elements that made The Fix come to life, from its production process to the creative challenges faced by the filmmakers. The hard work of the cast and crew is evident in the seamless way the film balances multiple themes and tones, from suspense to philosophical reflection. The movie's exploration of memory and identity, paired with the symbolism embedded in its narrative, further elevates the stakes of the characters' actions, creating a story that resonates on a personal level for viewers. Not only did the film succeed in terms of its critical reception, but it also sparked meaningful conversations among its audience, who found themselves discussing the film's complex themes and the moral dilemmas faced by its characters. The debates about the ethical choices made by the characters, as well as the philosophical questions the movie raises about the role of technology in our lives, have kept audiences engaged long after the credits rolled. In addition to the themes of memory and identity, The Fix brings to light the intersection between technology and humanity. In a world where technological advancements continue to shape every aspect of our lives, the film asks viewers to confront the possibility of losing control over the very tools we've created. It's a thought-provoking concept, one that encourages viewers to reflect on how their own relationship with technology might shape their future. The film's impact extends beyond the theater, with fans continuing to engage in discussions about the plot, the characters, and the implications of the film's conclusions. Whether it's the shocking twists that turn the story on its head, the emotional arcs that tug at the heartstrings, or the philosophical questions that keep the mind active long after viewing, The Fix proves itself to be more than just another thriller. It's a movie that offers a fresh perspective on the thriller genre, one that challenges both its characters and its audience to think critically about the world they inhabit. In the world of cinema, The Fix has carved out a space for itself as a film that doesn't just entertain but also leaves an impact. It raises important questions about identity, technology, and memory, and offers an exciting, gripping narrative that keeps the audience engaged until the very end. As we've seen throughout this analysis, the film's intricate plot, compelling characters, and stunning cinematography make it an experience that's both thrilling and intellectually stimulating. As we wrap up this deep dive into The Fix, I want to take a moment to reflect on the power of films like this. Movies are a way for us to experience stories from different perspectives, challenge our own beliefs, and explore complex issues in ways that are often both thought-provoking and emotionally resonant. The Fix does just that, and its ability to provoke deep questions about the world we live in is a testament to the filmmaker's vision. Now, if you enjoyed this analysis and want to dive even deeper into more films like The Fix, make sure to subscribe to our channel. We have plenty of exciting movie breakdowns, behind-the-scenes insights, and thought-provoking content coming your way. By subscribing, you'll stay up to date with all of our latest videos that break down your favorite movies, analyze characters, and explore hidden themes and symbolism that you might have missed the first time around.